Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run here with John Kelly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. There's Wilson to throw. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. That'll go as a loss of 5. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Hey, Sean Robinson. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. And it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kelly. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Goff now to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is a Johnny. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
Again, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they just stay with it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with a giant. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Throwing is Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, 14. All right, 380.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll hand it off to Kelly, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On the run, it's Kelly. And a short gain here down to the 22. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Tempo.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Goff. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
Again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey. We got three. Wide, Manny.
They run again with Ajayi. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
To throw is Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a play fake, and it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This is Kelly. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Kelly on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And here's another tackle made at at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And the Seahawks on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Penny. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Kelly. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3.